Hey everyone, Cat Goblin and Martin here. I absolutely love stealth games, and action shooting games are pretty good as well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about every single enemy in Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. So, let's get into it. Before I talk about the enemies, I first have to talk about the key things that they do, such as AI behavior and combat. Also, all the enemies appear in the same location, which is the black site off the coast of Cuba, just in different levels instead. Enemy soldiers react to any form of sound that you make, especially movement. On a nice day, a soldier can slightly detect you sneaking up on them, while during the Ground Zeroes mission where it's raining, the heavy rain covers your movements, making you sneak up on guards easier. When a guard sees you from afar, you'll see this white dash on your screen. If you stay for too long, they'll notify CP and to move in on your location. In a nighttime situation, soldiers will use flashlights or searchlights to try to spot you. So the enemies are easy to take out because you know you have guns and a tranquilizer, but if you want to play without guns, then you can simply grab them. And here you have a few options on what to do with them. Option 1. Interrogate them for info on weapon or enemy placements, or make them call nearby guards to come over. Option 2. Spam right trigger or throw them down to knock them out. And option 3. Stab them with your knife. Another thing you can do is point your gun behind someone, directing them to not move. At this point, they'll put their weapon down. You can still interrogate or ask them to holler, but you can now ask them to lie down, which is pretty funny. If you turn your back on an enemy when they're like this, they'll try to strike you down. If an enemy sees another enemy knocked out cold, they'll wake them up by kicking them, which you can also do as well, and the soldiers in the area will do a quick search. Enemies will also pick their weapon back up once they wake up, and you can carry them to a blind spot. When a soldier notices you with an exclamation mark, it goes in slow motion for a few seconds, so they can quickly take them out. If you just let them notice you, then the alarm sounds and every guard in the level will hunt you down. When you're close, they'll use their knife or weapon to push you away. They will also throw grenades, or form up to snuff you out of hiding. They'll jump out of the way of throwing grenades, and if an enemy is wounded, they'll squirm around the ground, or they'll use their pistol to shoot you before bleeding out. Another thing you can do is grab an enemy as a shield and use your pistol to hold off the enemies charging at you. Marked enemies have a red triangle above them, vehicles circles, and cameras have a square. Now let's talk about CP. CP is your worst enemy in the whole game. When guards hear noise, gunfire, or slightly see you, they'll contact CP with their walkie-talkie. Obviously, they'll contact when they see a dead body, and these guys in the towers will tell CP to send someone to investigate for them. Although when you create multiple distractions, CP will tell the guy in the tower that they don't have enough manpower to search that area. Even when you turn off the power or destroy a camera, CP will just send someone closest to take a look. And they'll expect a report back, so if something happens to that guard or if the guard suspects a threat in the area, then CP will notify every guard to be on alert until the search is done. So the reason for every guard getting into combat is all thanks to CP. Apparently CP just hears someone say contact from far away, even though their walkie-talkie isn't on. Each soldier in the area goes by a code name, such as Zulu or Delta, followed by a number. The first enemies that you fight are the US Marines, in their grey raincoats, only found in the Ground Zeroes mission. The soldiers are armed with the AM rifle Type 69, a semi-automatic rifle, as well as the AMD 114 pistol if they happen to lose their rifle. The soldiers are pretty basic, it's easy to slip past these guys, probably because of the bad weather and the night sky.
The map has been updated.
Next are the US Marines again, except this time they're not wearing the raincoats, they're just in their standard green uniform. These guys appear in every level of the game, and they're pretty much like the last guys, but wait, they hold some new weapons. In Ground Zeroes, 3 of these guys have the S-1000 shotgun, which deals a ton of damage up close. Then in Intel Operative Rescue and Destroy Anti-Air emplacements, they are equipped with the FB rocket launcher. During combat, if you take down a ton of soldiers, one soldier will request reinforcements from CP. The reinforcement soldiers have some cool gear on, but they're not really difficult to deal with. They come out of the admin building, nearby sheds, and even the mission leaving areas. They still have the same weapons as the basic Marines, but once you take more of these guys down, the later reinforcements will start to carry shotguns and rocket launchers. If you happen to escape combat, the reinforcements will take the place of the previous soldiers and patrol the base. Interestingly enough, they are not called to action in Deja Vu and Jamis Vu. Next are Claws and Pallets, the eye and the finger, appearing and eliminate the renegade threat, one of the best missions in the game. Claws resides up in the tower in the base. He has a standard semi-automatic rifle and will walk around the admin building, while Pallets can be found in this outside storage area with a shotgun, and he takes his jeep to visit the old prison area. In the mission, you have to eliminate the 2 targets quickly and quietly, because if you take too long or get a combat alert, the 2 targets will walk or drive away. But if you get close to them, they will fire. They are surrounded by a few guards and have some jeeps ready to escape. Plus, they have a few things to say when interrogating them.
This is the target.
The map has been updated.
Call your friends. Somebody get over here!
This is the target.
The map has been updated.
Call your friends. Somebody, get over here!
In classified intel acquisition, we have the Undercover Agent in the Bald Marine. The Undercover Agent is the only soldier with hair and is not wearing a hat. To get the information from him, you have to interrogate him away from the other soldiers, and make sure he doesn't die, otherwise game over. He will attack you, but that's only because he gets to blend in. After when you get the intel or the real tape, you could kill him without consequence if you want to. You can also use the light on this tower here to signal him to come to you. The Bald Marine hangs around the basement of the base, and if you interrogate him, he gives you the real tape, and has something special to say too.
Don't move. Spit it out. Stop. The soldiers will suspect something's up. Spit it out.
You're here for you're not so tight, huh? I put everything on a tape. I don't have it on me. It's in the central control tower, edge of the admin building sector. I needed to stash it. Had eyes on me, and these guys, they don't work for Langley. He's, forget it. You watch your ass too. All right, come on, do it.
Speak. So you want this tape?
The agent's tape found its way into his hands? What was he doing with that tape?
Spit it out. You're too late. You can't stop the plan. We're free of any one government.
The next generation special forces from Metal Gear Solid are found during Deja Vu when you have the classic or cyborg ninja skin equipped. They're pretty much an alternate skin for the Marines, still the same basic rifle and pistol, but they look super cool.
The coast of Alaska. Or not.
In Jamisfu, you play as Raiden, and have to eliminate all the body snatchers, weird alien android creatures who have killed most of the Marines at the base and are using their body as a disguise. You can use your binoculars to determine which Marine is a Snatcher. They have a green skeleton with a unique skull. The Snatchers are immune to knockouts and tranquilizers. Well, you could still use them on them, but they'll just get up. These creatures act the same as the soldiers, even contacting CP in situations. When you interrogate them, they make this weird noise, and they can also carry shotguns and rocket launchers. One thing you do have to be on the lookout for this game are security cameras. Yeah, the dogs aren't in the gameplay, but the cameras can be annoying at times. When a security camera fully spots you, you get the same slow motion thing and it goes into combat alert. When a camera detects a body, it will alert everyone to be on alert. Luckily, you can shoot them down or turn off the power, but doing this makes CP send someone to investigate, which will eventually make everyone go on alert.
No mistake, that's a Snatcher. Eliminate it.
The last thing to talk about would be the deadly vehicles. Soldiers do drive jeeps or trucks, but they also drive this armored vehicle which looks very similar to an ICV Striker. The armored vehicle will use its turret on you and it deals a ton more damage. To quickly destroy it, you can use a rocket launcher, grenades, or a nearby anti-air turret. Speaking of the anti-air turret, when you call in a chopper close to the admin building, any nearby guards in the area will use the turret to shoot it down. And then last is the enemy chopper. It just chases down your chopper, but it has its doors open with a soldier trying to take yours down with a rocket launcher. And yeah, you just use a rocket launcher and anti-air turret to take it down, or snipe the soldier inside. So that about wraps things up for this review. To be honest, I didn't really know much about the Metal Gear Solid games. All I knew back then is that Snake was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl and he's super OP. Like, look at this. How I got into this game is that a friend showed me it a few years ago, and I thought it was pretty cool. Like I said before, I like games that use stealth, but anyways, hope you enjoyed today's review. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next review.